I don't see them. Good morning, everyone. It is so nice to be with you. And I feel like this is a very special occasion for me also, because everything that I have studied and practiced is about recovery. In practice of yoga, I find that everyone has been recovering from their past. This is the major problem that everyone is facing. So what I see that today I want to show you that recovering from the past, excuse me, and how to do that is my lifestyle study, lifelong study rather. And you have been going through the same program, how to recover, but recovering from what? We are recovering from the stress and the conflicts that we have lived with in our life in the past. And that journey in the past is through the medium of the mind in the dimension of time. So the mind is the medium through which we interact with people, places, and things with conflict. And we, almost every time you find yourself anywhere in conflict, you will notice that it is coming from your karmic memories of your past. This is a very important part to be understood. And I'm going to explain that further. So, when someone is suffering from addiction, they are suffering from stress. What I say is, stress is the another name of addiction. If there was no stress, there will be no addiction. Because stress, what comes through the many different forms of health-related problems, as well as emotional problems. So that is the direct extension or manifestation of stress. So stress is the cause of 85% of all the physical, mental, or emotional human suffering. Stress. And when we have stress, we use some way to lighten the stress. So what do we do to lighten the stress? Because stress is very difficult to live with. And then we try to remove it by different ways. Different people do different ways. Some people get excessively engaged in work, so they don't have to, they are suppressing their stress. Or some people drink, so that has a tranquilizing effect on the body. Body relaxes, mind quiets down, so that gives you temporary relief from stress. Some people use sex, some people use food, others use work. But these are many different ways. People, when they use these different ways, artificial ways, drugs, alcohol, sex, food, work, when they use these artificial ways, they get to remove the stress temporarily. That's why everybody does that. But when you use it temporarily, notice that when you use it temporarily, look how good it feels to be relieved from stress. So whatever we are using to release the stress feels so good. Why good? Because you are having a tranquilizing effect of it. Therefore, we become addicted to tranquilizers. It could be some people, tranquilizer is sex. For some people, it is food. Some people, it is shopping. Some people, it is watching TV. But these are the different ways we become addicted to different mediums. So this is, once you understand this, solving the addiction problem gets very easy. And particularly, what I want to share with you is going to be a very unique approach that I think all of you will love to understand and practice because it's so easy compared to so many different ways we try to get rid of stress. So stress, so before I talk about it, I want to guide you to a short meditation experience because right now, if you are not totally with me, you cannot hear everything that I have to say to you. So if you can just sit and relax. If you can sit up, if you don't mind, that will be good also, so that you can be alert in your listening. But for guided relaxation, you can lie down. So you can lie down now if you need to. Otherwise, sit, relax. And then I would guide you through very small, simple things. Just stretch your body, raise your arms up, and stretch your arms up and legs down so that your whole body is like somebody is pulling your arms and legs. So you feel stretch everywhere and then relax. Make sure you do what I say. You'll find it very relaxing. If you don't do it, you don't know what I'm talking about. So let's do that again. Let's stretch your arms, just arms. Arms, just stretch. And let it drop. Now just stretch your legs. Stretch your legs out. Tight, stiff, tight, 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 let go. Now let's try whole body. Everything, just take a breath in and whole body stiff, tight, 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 and relax. So this is calling shift from thinking mind to feeling body. So relax again. Now I will guide you through a very simple breathing exercise. So you may lie down and closely listen to my instructions and follow it very closely. If you don't do it, you would not know what I'm going to teach you next. It will be just words and no experience. So relax your body and then rub your palms and feel that your palms are getting warm. That means there is energy coming to your palms. And then now wipe your face with your palms and feel that all the expressions on your face are melting away. all the tensions melting away. Just massage your face, forehead first, and feel all the tensions, all the expressions on your face begin to melt away. Wherever you massage, feel that all the tensions that are anywhere in the body are in your face, in your eyes. So just relax your face, rub it different areas, your temples, your ears, your jaws. Massage as deep as you feel like. Go behind your neck, massage your neck. And then bring your palms, your fingertips on your eyes, and rest with the palm face covering your face completely. Cover your face completely with your fingertips on your eyes and palms hugging your face so closely there is no space between your palm and your face. Now take a very deep breath and let go. Again, do that 4 more times. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs fully, and then exhale forcefully. Repeat 2, 3 more times. Now keep your palms on your face and feel the new sense of relaxation come over your whole body, your whole face completely relaxed. Completely relaxed. That should be, give your whole body to the gravitational force so completely you are holding nothing in your body. Now gradually bring your palms down by your arms by your side. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed, palms by your side, your legs slightly apart, just enough to be relaxed position. Now I will guide you through a very simple breath. Just so simple you can do it, anybody at any time. So it is the simple breath. Just listen first. You'll be inhaling through the nose and you're exhaling through mouth with the lips closed so that you are like exhaling through a very fine straw. Very fine straw, okay? Remember that. So it is like, now go ahead, take a deep breath in and exhale through a very fine straw with your lips so close that the air flows out with slow, steady, uniform, unbroken flow. Listen very closely again. Inhale through the nose and exhale through a fine straw with a steady, unbroken flow of breath going out in a very relaxed way. Next time when you breathe through the nose, make your exhalation slow, steady, and as long as you can. Again, each exhalation to the fine straw, as long as you can make it, slow, steady, unbroken flow. Just do this. It's very simple, and you will see amazing change. Everything you're trying to do to relax will happen spontaneously. Continue to do this 2 more times and notice how, as you are exhaling toward the end, see how relaxation is just entering your body and calm mind happens just spontaneously. Inhale through nose, exhale through a fine straw. Make it long, steady, unbroken flow in a very relaxed way. Just focus your attention on making it slow, steady, uniform flow. Now breathe normally and relax completely. Let go. You do nothing. Now feel that because of the breathing, there is energetic pulsation you feel in your brain area, and feel that energetic pulsation extend into your arms, in your torso, in your lower body, and feel that your whole body has become a pulsating energy field. Relax. Merge completely in the energy field. And feel like you have gone beyond all the boundaries of the body and mind. Experience the new kind of freedom. You have moved into the higher power that exists beyond the boundaries of the body and mind. Now really know that you have truly connected to the higher power. And as I make this sound, deepen that connection with it. Listen to the sound and feel it. Mm. Mm. Feel that you have completely merged in the higher power and that your body is now freed from all the imbalances. And the power within is now carrying out healing processes independent of your mind because it exists beyond the mind and body. Now, whatever affirmations you say are answered by the higher power. Whatever prayers you say would be answered by higher power. You are directly connected to it. You are no longer praying from the mind that is separated from the higher power. Now your mind and your body and your heart is connected to the higher power. So repeat that in your heart and feel, I am completely at peace with myself, just the way I am. I accept myself with all the inhibitions that I have in my body or mind. I do not judge myself. I am completely at peace with myself. As soon as you say that, the higher power enters and does the healing work in your body. Everything that needs to be healed happens spontaneously and effortlessly by the higher power. Mm. Mm. You may now bring back your awareness to your body and just recognize how relaxed your body is. Bring your attention to your mind. See how calm your mind is. And be aware of how integrated and whole you feel. When you feel whole, you are connected to the higher power that represents the whole. That means holy being. That word comes from whole to holy. You have entered the holy space of your body. Your body is the divine manifestation of the higher power. This is what Christ meant when he said, your body is the temple of God. Right now, you have entered that temple and being connected to the creation of higher power, you are connected to the higher power. Now gradually bring your attention to your body. Gradually move a little bit, stretch your legs, and then bring your knees back to your chest and rock side to side. So you're bringing connection back to your body. Now you can gradually sit up. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed and sit up. And sit still for a while for me. Just be still. And feel that you have really connected to the higher power. And I want to read this 12-step prayer that I have written slightly differently, but it is the same thing. So listen to it closely. God, give me the insights to see what is as is. Means to see the truth, the God, the Holy Spirit, the higher power. So God gave me the insight to see the truth that is present, and courage to let go of what is false. What is false means everything that your reactive thinking has created the stress and addiction that is false. You let go of that. And wisdom to know the difference. So this is the yoga, is the nista, gives you to understanding, to know the difference between who you are not and who you are. You are not your ego mind. You are the higher power, the God that is inborn within you, in your body. That is why Christ said, your temple, your body is the temple of God. This is what I am showing to you so you can enter to the higher power through the medium of the body. It is experiential oneness experience with the higher power. Okay, now you can open your eyes and listen to me. You can connect to me. This is called practicing meditation-based yoga nidra. So if you practice this every day, you will find you will have a miraculous healing from the stress. So to release the stress, you are taking, everybody takes some medication or alcohol or drugs, as I said. This is not about medication. This is about meditation. Meditation is connecting you directly to God within you. So the 11th step in 12-step method is about meditation, right? So this is what I guided you into. And that is the most important step that yoga uses for recovering from the past. So everything, all the stress that you experience in your life was created somewhere in the past and is held in the memory prison of your past. It does not exist anywhere. It's only in the memory prison of your past. This is the unique system that I teach as a yogi from the most ancient secrets of how to let go of memory stress just by knowing through the meditation. So once through meditation, you rise above all the memories, means you can see what your memories, how your memories are coming out through your mind. And when in your meditation, what is meditation? It is withdrawing from the thoughts that are coming from the past so that you drop into the higher power that manifests in the present moment. We call it now. That means the higher power functions beyond the mind. So this technique I just guided you into is how to connect, how to go beyond the higher, into the higher power, because right now mind is operating as a victim of the unresolved memories, stress memories of the past. Every time, so this is not the willful practice. You are not doing anything mentally to get rid of the stress. This is the most important part I wanted to hear. You are doing nothing mentally to remove the past stress or remove the stress-created addictions. You are not doing anything mentally. You are going to a space where you rise above your thinking mind so you can observe your thoughts and your emotions. And you know that they are false because they are reactively built memories. It has nothing right, truth in it. So when you withdraw from it, the lies disappear and the reality appears. That is what Christ meant when he said, unless you die, you cannot be born again. Who dies and who is born? He must be saying, there are two in you. Yes, there are two. There is one who you are, and the other one, ego mind, that you are not. So he says, unless the ego mind dies, the real you cannot be reborn. That is the technique that is said in the 11th step, but most people don't understand it. That's what I'm explaining to you. How to practice that step that removes, that solves all other steps that are said before that. And I have been teaching these techniques. I have written a book on 12 yoga of 12 steps. I have written and explained in a yogic way how to deal with it. And it has helped many people to overcome their stress and stress-related addiction. Addiction is a manifestation of stress. Stress is the cause, addiction is the effect. If you remove stress, the effect disappears. Do you understand? If you remove addiction, the cause, that is the effect, cause doesn't disappear. That is why I say 11th step about meditation is a very secret. And that's what I focus on in my teaching to many people who have suffered from the past. This is all. There is only suffering that lives, that was created in the past by living through the medium of the mind in the dimension of time. And you are timeless higher power that is inborn within you. Once you understand that, it is connecting back to the who you really are. In Bible, it is called I am that I am. This is why I teach I am yoga. I am yoga nidra. This is returning back to the higher power that is not anywhere outside. It's first inside. And once you connect to that higher power, that power is witnessing power. It sees everything as it is. So the ego mind reacts to what is present because it works through personal likes and dislikes, addictions and fears. So that is very difficult for you to guess right away. But I teach this. I just give it when I give a seminar on a free lectures. I have 700 people that join me. So if you are interested, you can also look into that part. When I give global gathering free lecture, you can always join me. So this is very important so that by the way, I can give you answers if you have some specific questions about how you are working with it and how to work so that you can really enter into some of the things that you can do yourself along with the treatment that will very quickly create the healing, because inner healing only you can do. External temporary relief healing is only short-time relief, but ongoing problem. Did you hear that? Therefore, most people become addicted. Why? Because they enjoy the short-term relief. But when the short-term relief becomes addiction, it becomes ongoing problem that needs to be solved again and again with the same addiction. So I teach this meditation. I call it quantum breath meditation technique. What is quantum breath? See, the breath helps you to connect, to create a shift from thinking mind to feeling body. And when you connect with the feeling body, you have connected to the higher power that has manifested through the body. This is the most important secret most people do not know. They are looking for God somewhere outside. And then we still talk about God is within you. So this is why you have to understand the higher power is inborn within each one of us. And it is accessible anytime, not through the willful practice, but through surrendering your or false memories of the past. So all the problems that you are suffering from now, they don't exist anywhere in the entire creation, anywhere. It's only in your memories. If you know the secret of how to withdraw from your memories, you don't have to solve the problems of the past in the outer world. It is solved at the level of the cause. See, the memory has the problems that what happened in the past, but most people, they try to solve it outside. But outside, even if you solve, the memory problems don't go away because outside is the effect. If you change the effect, it doesn't change the cause. But if you change the cause, all effects begin to disappear. That is why this teachings I have been teaching for the last 60 years in this country. And these are the most hidden secrets. I'm one of the very first yogi who came to America in 1960. And when I started these teachings, they became so popular that in 1966, when I started Yoga Society of Pennsylvania in Germantown, Philadelphia, it grew to be the largest in whole of America at that time. I had almost 2,500 students going through training every 10 weeks, 150 yoga classes a week. And then it continued to grow into other two ashrams in Sumnertown, Pennsylvania, and then Summit Station, Pennsylvania, then in Lenox, Massachusetts. It became the largest in whole of North America. It had 350-acre land and one building with 4 stories, each story 1 acre. And we had a staff of 350 full-time resident volunteer staff. So what I have taught has been so powerful and has been thousands and thousands of people have been healed through these years. Now I'm so close, right in next door to you. And it is so nice to be with you. So if you practice this, you will see the results. So I'm not teaching something that I learned from other or from other teacher. I learned from the enlightened guru, my guru Swami Kripalananda. And it comes from the direct source of high enlightened yogi. So it comes from the real source. It's not just the information. It gives you the access to direct connection to higher power. And once you know this truth, it makes you free. That's what Christ said. When you know the truth, ye shall know the truth, and truth shall make you free. What is the truth? You are the higher power within you. What is the lie? You are not your ego mind that operates, that is rooted in the memory prison of the past. You are not that. So this is all about how to realize this truth. It's just by meditation. So in meditation, you are watching your thoughts that are rooted in the memories of the past. And when you watch it, you are not reacting to them. You are dropping them in the present moment. That is the same as you are surrendering your past to God or the higher power within you. That's the ultimate solution. That from the core. This is not trying to heal from the effects that appear in the form of addiction to alcohol, drugs, food, sex, of any kind. It is not working on the effects, it's working on the cause, but effects will also working on the effects which you are doing, which carry on, but combine it with removing from the cause within you, and you have a very speedy recovery from the past. That's why for many years, I taught the course called From Recovery to Self-Discovery, finding out who you are, that you are the higher power hidden within you. That is the secret of life. But if you really want to take back the charge of your life, this is what will give you, this will empower you to start your own healing from within at the same time as you receive help from outside. Both are necessary. So now I will take questions if you have any. What time does it end? 12? 12? No, it cannot be. So you can ask any question that I'm sure I have talked about many things that you don't know much about, you haven't used. So you might have a question.
What is the name of your book? Yogi 12 Steps?
Hmm? Oh yeah, it is called Yoga of 12 Steps. I think we should bring it like that. And it is available here on the website of uh, Amrit Yoga Institute. And then there is another website we have. It's on Amazon.
Yes.
It is on Amazon too.
Hi,
Yes.
thank you so much. Can you hear me?
But
Can you hear me? Hi. Oh,
you can open this. You can, I can hear you. So,
okay. So I thank you so much. That all made a lot of sense. I've been struggling with this understanding of saying the affirmation and how do you get to the point of believing it, and then from there, how do you know it? And if I heard you, you do that through practicing meditation. Are there any sort of tangible, not intimidating steps you can recommend to do that, like either an amount of time or days of the week, or is it just sort of a conscious yoga practice off the mat that you're recommending?
so this is, I have developed the entire course, very practical, very detailed, and we have the manual. I have written the manual, and it is called Yoga Nidra, meditation-based Yoga Nidra practice. It has written many, many affirmations that connect you to the healing power hidden within yourself. And so that has many affirmations, visualizations, prayers, everything. So this is the book that says a yoga perspective on 12 steps. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. So I think you can order that, and you will get, and then and go to my website and listen to my lectures. And what else? YouTube. Go to the YouTube, and there are many lectures that you can listen to that shows this technique of how to overcome the stress and the addiction that is the result. The stress is the cause, addiction is the effect. So if the cause represents toxic roots. Addiction is the effect that has created a toxic plant. If you try to get rid of some branches, you cut it off, it looks like pruning the branch. It does not remove the cause that is hidden. That's what in the 11th step it is meant by meditation, is the very important part of that. That's what I teach. That's my focus. And it is a very ancient technique that is not known in psychology or in biology. So this is the most powerful technique that has worked for millions of people in my past many years of teaching. I have trained more than 15, 20,000 teachers who teach in 40 countries around the world. So this is, I know, so many people who have gone through this program, they have also, many of these have come here also, you know. So it is, but once you have to be ready to be able to manage your mind to some extent. So this begins with that stage. So learn how to relax. When you relax, what happens is your mind and body come to function as a unit. When you are stressed, your mind is functioning excessively disconnected from the body. That is the major problem. So this is why this is about restoring your mind-body connection that connects you to the being or higher power being that you are. Any other question?
You talk about how what happened in the past is a memory prison of your past, and it's not the reality of your
No,
present.
if they can come forward so their speaker system can be, I can hear you better. Thank you.
Okay, you talk about how what happened in your past is a memory prison and it's not the reality of the present. How do you deal with like invasive thoughts and feelings about what happened to you in the past, even though you can like conceptualize that it's not your present?
You spoke about the memory prison, but how do you work?
Right. So this is most people do not know that your thoughts have their roots in your reactively processed memories of the past. So memories are the cause where the stress lives, and memories are the cause where the habits and addiction live. So memory is holding it together. So that is why yoga says your memory is created by reacting to the reality that is present. And therefore, it just does not, it is disconnected from the higher power that functions in the present moment now. And it lives in the memories of the past. So the higher power is timeless, it's time transcendent. It is formless, but the ego mind works in the dimension of time and space and form. So memories, when they come up in the practice of yoga, we do what I helped you to do just now. You stretch your body, you do some stretching exercises of yoga, you do breathing exercises of yoga, and when you do that, you create a shift from thinking mind to feeling body. And feeling body is the connection to the higher power being that you are. So the being has manifested through the body. So you cannot go to it through the mind. So from the mind, you have to first drop into the body to get connected to the higher power of being. This is so scientific, and it is experimented millions of times because by people who have come to me for training. So we also have a training in Yoga Nidra. So, so you can go online with Amrit Yoga Institute website, Amrit Yoga Institute website, and you will get so much free information also, as well as program. Yes.
So is it impossible, are you saying that it's impossible that any stress could ever exist in the present moment?
It is possible to do what?
Is it impossible for stress to exist in the present?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So the stress is more like a darkness reactively built in the body in the form of energy blocks, but it is like darkness. So like there is a room that is locked completely dark for 50 years. How long does it take to turn on the light? Just switch it on and all darkness instantly disappears. So all the past instantly disappears in the light being that you are in the present moment, automatically. And just now when I guided you, when you entered into dimension of divine being, higher power, everything disappeared. Everything. And then when I reminded you to come out, most people, I'm sure, I would love to hear from you if you really experience like you went somewhere and then you came back. Sometimes you heard me, sometimes you didn't. But that's what happens. You go into the integrated zone when you can't hear me because there is oneness. The subject object disappears into subjective direct experience. Go
Like if
ahead.
somebody's in a concentration camp in the Holocaust or in prison or they're homeless or have a debilitating mental illness, like how do you overcome those things? Is it just all a matter of being able to separate your thoughts from your body, even if you're being tortured or verbally abused or,
So
being
what?
So when you're in a really challenging situation, how do you not suffer?
Yes. So whenever you face any challenging situation, remember that you are not facing it, your memories are facing it. So you are not facing the challenge, your memories are facing the challenge. Because so at that time, you know that everything that you think about the challenge is coming from your memories of the past. See, that is why, let's say there is a couple, that husband and wife, and they have 3 children. Husband and wife are going through conflict. And the children watch it. The father is unhappy with mother, mother unhappy with father. And then when they decide to get divorced, each child has a different effect. One child, because they are going to see the challenge from their past, each one will see differently. So one child says, "Oh, thank God that they have been so unhappy. Finally, they both are liberated." The other child may say, "Oh my God, my mother is leaving me. I hate her." The third child may say, "Oh my God, my father, thank God he was so abusive. He's gone." So each one perceives through their memories of the past. No one can interact with what is present as it is. So that is why one event will be happening and 3 different people observing, each one will see different things than what is really happening, because each one is seeing through their past. So this is the secret teachings that was taught 6,000 years ago in India by the enlightened masters, that are today as valid as today as it was 6,000 years ago. So that's the science of yoga. And
So
that is where, yeah.
what is your explanation? What I've heard at the guest house is like some people have an empty tank, and those people tend to be more reactive or sensitive to a traumatic event. Like you're saying, multiple people might witness the same thing, but if you have a full tank, you might not react in a way that your whole life gets thrown off track. So how do you explain that sort of like concept of like some people being more susceptible to an intense reaction versus being able to let go of something or kind of compartmentalize and see it for what it is?
Right. That's it.
So that you
So these teachings are, when I teach you, you practice it on your own self. You don't expect other people to understand what you understand. You cannot expect other people to do what you are doing. Why? Because this is all inner work to connect with the higher power, which nobody can do but you yourself only. So that is why, even though when you interact with the outer world, you will meet all kinds of crazy people with their own perspective, with their own paranoia, their own schizophrenic behavior. But when you know how to interact with them, you will be free from it. But if you expect them to change so that you don't have to change, you are in a mess. That's how people live it. They want other people to change so that they don't have to change. They expect other people to consider it and loving so they don't have to do it themselves. That's how children react to the parents. Parents react to the children. This is the basic mode, how people expect other to be the way they think they should be. That is their own inner separation from within, then they live it out in the outer world. And there, just the way they have conflict within, it turns out to be conflict outside. This is in-depth psychology. Most people use this technique to save themselves from the tragic events that appear to be coming from outside, but they are nothing that ever has come to you that came independent of you. It came through you. Everything came through you. So there is nothing that came to you that was like you, the innocent, pure child that is so innocent, and everything that came to you from the crazy world. No, that's not true.
Gurudev, we lost your picture. We lost your picture.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there you are. Gurudev, I have a question. I wanted you to touch on the autonomic nervous system. Could you
Yes.
touch on that topic for us?
Yes. So then most people do not know that your autonomic nervous system represents the polarity. So science says that the entire creation is the creation of polarity. So this polarity is the cause of creation of the human body as well. So human body is animated by the subconscious autonomic nervous system of polarity. So we call it sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. And so science calls it autonomics, which appears to be automatic. But in yoga, we call it that it is the creation of the superconscious being, higher power that animates the body through the sympathetic nervous system using its parasympathetic female energy as its medium. So in yoga, your subconscious polarity is perceived to be the mating dance of consciousness and energy, positive and negative, sympathetic and parasympathetic, male and female polarity. So actually higher power is manifesting through the sympathetic nervous system. So but as soon as you identify yourself with ego mind and you say, I am what I think about myself, when ego mind, this is what people think. So when you believe, when you identify with ego mind, what you are saying is, I am what I think about myself. People are what I think about them. World is what I think about it. Really? How is that possible? So the ego lives in a mind-made world, rather out of the world of reality, existential reality of polarity. So how to move from the reactive perceptions that are built into the unconscious memory stress cycle in your past that is built in the body in the form of energy blocks. So that is what is called stress. And that every time someone or some triggers that memory, that deja vu memory, through association, the past comes alive and it looks like it is reoccurring again. So we replay the same stressful memories with every reaction with the outer world again and again. That is called, most people live as a victim of their past. I hope that makes it clear.